If you've ever looked at a potential client and thought, I can't charge that much, this episode is for you. Undercharging is one of the most common and most damaging mistakes self-employed people make. Not because it keeps your income low, although it does, but because it signals something about how you see yourself and your work. And until you fix that, no business strategy is going to work the way you need it to. Welcome to Self-Employed Ideas. Today we're talking about pricing, real pricing. Not the vague advice that says charge your worth, because that's not actionable. We're going to talk about how to actually set prices, why most beginners get it wrong, and what to do instead. Let's start with the root cause of undercharging. Most people set prices one of two ways. Either they look at what competitors charge and go a little lower, or they think about what they'd personally pay and use that as the ceiling. Both methods are wrong. When you price based on competition, you enter a race to the bottom where the person willing to charge the least wins. That's not a business. That's a bidding war you can't sustain. And when you price based on what you'd pay yourself, you're projecting your financial situation onto your client, who may have a completely different budget and perception of value. The correct method is to price based on value delivered, not time spent or market average. If you help a business owner get 3 new clients per month, and each client is worth $2,000 to them, you've created $6,000 a month in value. Charging $200 for that work isn't modest, it's economically irrational. The client should happily pay $500, $1,000, maybe more, because the return is clear. Value-based pricing starts with one question. What is the outcome worth to the person receiving it? Not what it costs you to produce, not what someone else charges. What is the result worth to the buyer? Now, what about hourly work or simpler tasks? Your rate should still reflect your efficiency, reliability, and quality, not just your time. A skilled freelancer who delivers in 4 hours is worth more than one who takes 12. Pricing by the hour punishes competence. Wherever possible, move toward project rates or retainers. Here are the 3 main pricing models and when to use each. First, hourly rates. Good for early stage work when you're still scoping how long things take, or for ongoing support where volume is unpredictable. Calculate your rate by figuring out your monthly income target, dividing by realistic billable hours, then doubling it. Why double? Because you're not billing 40 hours a week. You're billing 15 to 25. The rest is admin, marketing, and gaps between projects. If you need 4,000 a month and want 20 billable hours a week, your rate isn't $25, it's closer to 50. Second, project-based pricing, better than hourly in most cases because the client knows what they're paying and you're rewarded for efficiency. Price based on value delivered, not hours estimated. Add a 20 to 30% buffer for scope creep and revisions. Third, retainers, the gold standard for income stability. A recurring monthly payment for ongoing work gives you predictable revenue and the client gets consistent access to your skills. Even a small retainer, 500 to 1,000 a month, changes your cash flow significantly, now raising prices. Most people here are already undercharging and need a practical path forward. You don't raise prices with a dramatic email. You do it 2 ways. First, raise rates for all new clients immediately. Existing clients stay where they are for now. No friction, no drama. Second, once new clients are at the higher rate, bring existing clients up gradually. A 10 to 15% increase with 30 days notice is standard and most good clients will accept it. Last thing, confidence in your pricing comes from proof. Collect testimonials, track outcomes, document your wins. These aren't just marketing materials. They're the evidence base that makes you believe you're worth what you charge. You will lose some clients when you raise prices. That is not failure. That is the filter working correctly. Clients who leave over a fair increase were never going to help you build a sustainable business. Visit self-employed-models-the-complete-guide/freelance-business/ for more on building and pricing a self-employed business that works. Thanks for listening. See you next episode.